Hello, sports fans, and welcome to a very special edition of Scott Sports 101. It's the AFC NFL Wild Card Playoffs weekend, and we're going to go over today's first wild card game, the AFC one between the Colts and Texans, and I'll give you a little update on the Cowboys Seahawks game, which is fully underway. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 AFC, NFC, NFL trivia question. What Dallas Cowboy holds the record for most passes to start a career without an interception? I'll have the answer later on the broadcast. Well, in the AFC wildcard game today, it was pretty much a one-sided game as the Indianapolis Colts beat the Houston Texans at NRG Stadium 21-7. The Colts scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and were up 14-0. Eric Ebron scored the first one for 6 yards, and Marlon Mack scored the second one for 2 yards. And Houston had the ball at their own 25. Deshaun Watson's pass to short right to Kiki Kauti to the Indy 45 for 6 yards. Then Deshaun Watson's pass to short middle intended for Ryan Griffin got intercepted by Colts cornerback Kenny Moore II at the Colts 45. Moore got to the 50-yard line for 10 yards. The Colts had the ball at their 50-yard line, their own 50-yard line. Andrew Luck's pass to short left to Eric Ebron for 5 yards at Houston 17. It was 1st and 10 at the Texans 17. Andrew Luck's pass to short left intended for Marlon Mack was intercepted by the Texans nose tackle Brandon Dunn, and Dunn got to the Texans for no gain, and the Colts were up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. In the second, the Colts scored their second touchdown of the game thanks to Andrew Luck's pass to deep left to Dontrell Inman, who took the ball 18 yards into the end zone for the score, and the extra point was good, and the Colts were up 21-0. Deshaun Watson got sacked at the Indy 22 for minus 9 yards. Then Deshaun Watson's pass to short left to Kiki Kauti to the Colts got to the Colts 9 for 13 yards, 9-yard line for 13 yards, and it was 4th and 1 at the Colts 9-yard line. The Texans had a turnover on downs. Deshaun Watson's pass to DeAndre Hopkins was incomplete, up short, was short up the middle, and the Colts got the ball back. Andrew Luck's pass to short left to Zach Pascal, who took the ball to the Houston 41 for 6 yards, and it was 2nd and 4 at the Texans 41. Andrew Luck's pass to deep right to Eric Ebron was incomplete, and it was 3rd and 4th at the Texans 41. Andrew Luck threw another pass to short middle to Chester Rogers to the Texans 29 for 12 yards as the time expired at the end of the first half, and the Colts led 21-0 at halftime. And boy, things just were not going the Texans' way and were just getting worse for the Texans. In the third quarter, the Texans scored their only touchdown of the game. Deshaun Watson's pass to short left to Kiki Kauti, who ran the ball 6 yards into the end zone for the score, and it was a 21-7 Colts lead at the end of the third quarter. And in the fourth, the Colts had the ball at their own 25, made 6 plays, and went 3 and out, and had to punt. The Texans had the ball at their own 11. Watson got sacked at the Colts 24 by Grover Stewart and Hassan Ridgeway for no yards. Then Watson had 2 passes that fell incomplete, and it was 4th and 10 at the Colts 24. Deshaun Watson's pass to deep right to Vincent Smith fell incomplete, and the Texans had their second turnover on downs, and the Colts got the ball back at their own 25 and made 9 plays. And Andrew, the final 3 plays of the final 2 minutes, Andrew Luck and the Colts just kneeled 3 times in the final 2 minutes, as I said, and the Colts go on to win by the final of 21-7. The Colts move on in the playoffs, and for the Houston Texans, they wanted to move on in the playoffs, but their season unfortunately comes to an end, and their postseason will begin on Monday. And their postseason awaits them. So the Texans will have to do some work in the off season, and I got to give credit to where credit is due. Andrew, the game balls, I have 2 game balls to give out, and that's first one, Colts quarterback Andrew Luck, 19 of 32 carries and attempts, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And Marlon Mack, 24 carries and attempts, 148 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. And for the Texans, those are 2 game balls that I gave out. The Texans, quarterback Deshaun Watson, 29 of 49 carries and attempts, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kiki Couty, 11 recoveries, 110 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. The Colts will move on the Colts will move on to the divisional playoffs, and they will meet the top-seeded Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri next week. Meanwhile, in today's NFC wildcard game, the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks are fully underway at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And right now, the Cowboys are up 10-6 on the Seahawks in the third quarter with 7:10 remaining. And I feel the Cowboys are going to have the edge in this game. And I feel the Cowboys, Dak Prescott will deliver for the Cowboys, and they will get the win. I will continue this in just a second, but I want to get back to, it's now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 AFC NFC Wildcard Trivia question. What Dallas Cowboy holds the record for most passes to start a career without an interception? If you said Dak Prescott, you are correct. Dak Prescott holds the NFL record for most passes to start a career without an interception. His mark of 176 passes broke the previous record of 162 passes set by Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. And I have another question on my AFC, NFC wildcard pregame and early pregame show tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And now getting back, and I said that I feel that Dak Prescott will deliver for the Cowboys and that the Cowboys will get the win, but I feel don't count the Seahawks out by any means, because they could have one of their best games yet tonight. So you never know what's going to happen in this game, and so I really feel that this is going to be a close game between the Cowboys and the Seahawks, and I feel it's going to come down to the wire and to the final seconds, because they're up 10-6. The Cowboys are up 10-6 right now in the third quarter with 7:10 remaining. And I will have a post-game show and recap the Cowboys-Seahawks game once the Cowboys and Seahawks game has concluded. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 post-game and Cowboys-Seahawks update on the NFC wildcard game. And I will have the post-game show for the Cowboys, as I said, for the Cowboys and Seahawks game when it has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.